Hello and welcome to the 34th English Harmony video episode. If you see me for the first time, I'm Robbie from EnglishHarmony.com and I'm sharing my experience in the spoken English field with you, my fellow foreign English speakers. Today's topic is about the importance of practicing English speaking on a regular basis. In other words, if you want to be a fluent English speaker, you have to speak. There are no magic shortcuts. There are, of course, shortcuts in terms of efficiency of the learning process, and you're welcome to check out my blog to find out more. But in this video lesson, let's focus on the importance of speaking English every day. By the way, did you know that the most viewed video on my YouTube channel so far is the one where I'm talking about the importance of speaking English with yourself, in case you've got no one else to talk to? I guess it's a good indicator of a typical situation that foreign English speakers find themselves in. You know, even if you live in an English-speaking country, there might be not enough face-to-face contacts with other English speakers. On many occasions, foreigners living under such circumstances won't go the extra mile to practice some English, because it's not a necessity, and they can do without it. If you're willing to improve your spoken English, however, you can do so much more to step up your English fluency, and having regular conversations with yourself is definitely better than no spoken practice at all. And please don't think that the only way to practice spoken English with yourself is by speaking in a loud voice while walking along a busy street. You'll definitely attract much of unwanted attention, so listen very carefully to what I'm going to tell you now. First of all, the best occasions for speaking English with yourself is when you're alone or when there's no one in close proximity. I'm pretty sure that anyone has at least 10-20 minutes a day when you're completely on your own, and that time can be very well spent improving your spoken English. Secondly, you don't actually have to talk out loud as you'd normally do when communicating with others. Just a slight whisper would suffice to exercise your vocal cords, so even if you're overheard on rare occasions, it's not going to sound bizarre. Let's say, for instance, that you're working at an assembly line in a manufacturing plant. Most likely you spend your working day thinking about all sorts of things and daydreaming. What I'm saying is, why not use at least part of that time practicing English with yourself? There would be no one to hear your quiet whispering at the assembly line anyway, right? But if you think it's not really necessary to engage in weird activities like thinking out loud in English, because you get to speak some English with your English-speaking supervisor, and you also watch some English TV channels in the evening, I'd say you should think twice. You simply have to aim to speak as much English as you can, and no amount of time spent in front of the TV and reading newspapers will make you into a fluent English speaker. Besides, those few sentences you swap with your supervisor count for virtually nothing, considering that an average person speaks at least a couple of thousand words a day. And you should also bear in mind that by practicing spoken English as often as you can, you'll facilitate your ability to think in English, and you'll add more words and phrases to your active English vocabulary. You know, it's one of the biggest issues that foreign English speakers face worldwide. They can't help thinking in their native language and translating into English. It results in a very slow and hesitant English speech, and it also drains off that person's confidence. One of the reasons for this issue originates in the very English learning process, yet the lack of English speaking practice also accounts for much of that inability to think in English. Also, the size of your active English vocabulary plays a crucial role in maintaining fluent English speech when you communicate with other English speakers. Active vocabulary consists of all those words and phrases you can use when speaking, as opposed to English vocabulary you only recognize but you can't really use in real-life conversations. Normally, foreign English speakers don't even dwell upon these matters, and you can often hear statements like, "How come that I can understand everything that I'm being told in English, but I can't speak anywhere near as fluently?" Well, my friend, the answer is simple. It's the lack of spoken English practice, and apparently you don't get enough opportunities to speak with other English speakers. You're being mostly exposed to passive English input, and your English understanding is quite good, but when it comes to speaking, you still have to come along. So my answer to all these problems is, engage into regular English monologues, and you'll feel your spoken English improve radically. You definitely have situations when you are on your own and you're actively thinking about something, your future plans, events from the past, and so on. So why not turn that thinking in your native language into a purposeful English-speaking practice session? It's easy, it'll cost you nothing, and it's a brilliant way of improving your English fluency and also preparing for important events like interviews, appointments, and so on. Alright, my friend, that's it for today's lesson. And next time, we'll look at more specific aspects of practicing spoken English with yourself. I'll discuss various topics that are perfect for English monologues and narrations, and we'll also look at different technical aspects of such speech practicing to make it more effective. Thanks for watching this video, and see you soon again!